Hey y'all, so here in my house we do a lot of cooking. So whenever you cook a lot, it's inevitable that for you to have a lot of these knives. So as you know it, they come in a lot of shape and sizes. So what I'm going to do today is to build a case to store all of these knives here. To be honest, I don't have any problem with any of those knife storage that they are selling out there. It's just that sometimes they don't fit well. So it would be better if I can create a custom one to accommodate all of my knives here. So the material I'm going to use for this week is this 9mm plywood here. Obviously, I'm gonna use more. And special appearance by this Satay Skewers here. If you are wondering how I'm going to incorporate this into the knife case here, then stay tuned until the end of the video. And to connect the planks that I'm going to cut later on, I'll be using this wood glue here. And for the finishing, I'm gonna try something really new. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I'm remaining optimistic. I'm gonna try to do a wood burning finishing. I know this technique would work well on some of the wood types like pine or even oak. I really don't know how it's gonna look like on this average plywood here that I have, but we shall see. On top of the wood burning, I'm also gonna apply some clear finishing on the surface just to give it some sort of protection. All right, let's go. For the height of the box, I'll be using the skewer size to determine how tall my box is going to be. So for this project, I'll need two 12-inch x 8.5 inch and two 4-inch x 8.5 inch. Before putting the screws in, I'll also apply some wood glue to strengthen the joints. To make sure that I have a good 90-degree angle on each side, I'll be using this 90-degree clamp. For the base of the box, the size should be 12-inch x 4-inch. Here comes the most interesting part of this project. Apply a light touch on the first round, followed by a more intense burn on the second. Depending on your preference, you can decide how intense the burning marks on your project. Okay, so now that this box is done, the spray paint on this is already dried out. So it's time for the final steps. But yeah, I think I didn't do a good job here because as you can see, it's not as symmetrical as how I want it to be. So it's kind of bigger on this side and it's kind of smaller on this side. But overall, I think it's workable. So what I'm going to do next is, I'm gonna pour them all into this box. So it's kind of create some sort of fillings into this box here. Okay, so this is how it looks like close up. Right, so let's start off with the time taken. Overall, I've taken 3.5 hours to complete this project. So with 3.5 hours, I'm gonna give it a 3-star. So as for the cost, I've spent 47 ringgit and 50 cents, which kind of steep to be honest, for a project as small as this. But to be honest, so I've miscalculated the size of my knife box here. It could have been smaller with the knives that I have. Yeah, so I think if it's smaller, then it could have costed less for me. But overall, 47 ringgit, 50 cents, I'm gonna give it a 4-star. It's kind of high for me. So for the technicality, I think I've learned a bitter truth. If you think that, doing a simple box out of wood is simple, it's not that simple. And as for the torching finishing here, it does not work on simple plywood as this one. You can use a different type of wood to really bring out the grain structure of the wood. but I kind of like the color on this. So on this kind of finishing, I feel I would use it on a different project in the future. So on the technicality, I'm gonna give it a 4-star due to the fact that combining, you know, a box project with a torching technique, I think it's kind of hard. And the last one is satisfaction. I'm gonna give it a 2-star. I'm not really satisfied with it. Probably I'll redo it again in the future. But for this time around, I think this project is a blow for me. It could have been better. I feel for someone who's not used to woodworking, I think it's usable. So I'm just gonna keep it in my kitchen to store my knives here. So that's it for this week's video. So I would like to wish Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri to you guys who are watching this video. I hope you are staying safe out there. It's a crazy situation now with the COVID. So be safe wherever you are. If you like the content of my video, don't forget to click like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And then also if you missed my previous video, don't forget to click the link at the end of the video to check it out. Okay, so until next time, ciao.